I have never been able to get videos of them doing that, showing their babies how to jump out of the nest. But it is very nice and interesting to. Hey everybody, this is the Desert Whisperer again, and today I'm going to show you a little gray horned owl that just left the nest. Um, I came here the day before yesterday and he was still up there in the nest. So I just got a little bit of video of him, but I have been watching this nest for about 9 years now, and every year since then, sometimes they have one baby, sometimes they have one. Other years they don't have any, but this year they had one baby, and the parents are all are around. They are always watching where the baby is. Once the baby leaves the nest, they are always keeping an eye on him because there is predators around that can get him. Of course, once they leave the nest, they start climbing the trees, and sometimes I'm able to find him low in the lower branches of the trees, but usually he is all the way up in the tree. Um, but today he's not too high up in the tree. He's about 8 feet above my head, and he's just watching me, just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. He knows me, but since he left the nest, he doesn't know how to react to my presence. And one interesting thing about greyhorn owls is that um, the mother lays the egg, and once the egg is laid, it has 30, about between 33 to 36 days for the baby to hatch. So that's one of the interesting facts about them. But I'm not going to be introducing this too much. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the of a close up of this baby greyhorn owl, and we are going to try not to disturb it too much. So this is how a baby greyhorn owl looks when they are about a little bit more than a month old. Of course, they look a little different when they just hatch. They just look like a little. When they just hatch, they look like a little ball of white, like white hair. They look really, really cute. And of course, this one is really cute too. But he looks more like a greyhorn owl. He just hasn't learned how to fly really well. They learn how to fly about a week or 2 weeks after they left the nest. So it is very, um, you have to be very lucky to be able to get this close to a baby greyhorn owl when they just left the nest, because um, after a week you are not gonna be able to get this close because they fly away. But see, he's just hanging out in this dead branch, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about greyhorn owls. Um, the mother stays in the nest, incubating the eggs for about 33 to 36 days, and during this time, the male greyhorn owl is the one bringing all the food to her. Every night he goes hunting and he gets something for him and something for her and brings it to the nest. She doesn't go out hunting while she's incubating the eggs during those 2 to 3 days. After the babies hatch, then the father will still continue to bring food for her for about a week more, and she would go out hunting maybe every other night, but not every night. She usually waits for him to bring the food, and so that she can tear up whatever he brings and starts feeding the babies. So she stays in the nest with the baby for about a week, and then after a week, she starts hunting too. And both of the parents will hunt until or feed the babies until they are about 6 months old. Then they start teaching the babies how to hunt right after they leave the nest. But of course, the babies don't know how to hunt right away. But the parents start teaching them how to hunt. And when they are about 6 months old, that's when the parents start showing the babies uh, how to go away from the area so that they can start their lives. There have been times when I have been able to get this close to greyhorn owls, but or to baby greyhorn owls, but sometimes they get scared. As you can see, this one is very, very calm, and I'm not disturbing him, even though I'm talking right, right here. And so you can tell that even the parents are not concerned about me being here. Another thing that I learned about greyhorn owls, and this I learned this by um, spending a lot of time out here hiking and watching them, is that when before the babies leave the nest, the parents come close to the nest when they know that the baby is ready to leave the nest. The parents come to the nest and they hover around the nest, trying to show the baby how he can jump out of the nest. And it is very nice to watch. I have never been able to get videos of them doing that, showing their babies how to jump out of the nest. But it is very nice and interesting to watch that behavior. So this was a close-up of a baby greyhorn owl. Look at those talons and look at that really, really cute face. You can see he's getting the horns, but not they are not really formed by now. But by 5 to 6 months, they will entirely look like their parents. I hope you like this video, and I will see you in my next adventure.